Hey, so one of the best exercises that any athlete or anybody can do is going to be a high pull. I do these consistently. They've been a part of my workout regimen for the past maybe 15, 20 years. And I say that because this is a functional movement that allows us to focus on explosiveness. We can scale out and attack this workout in different ways. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do that today and how most people do it. But I'm gonna talk about the basic concept of this exercise. There's many variations of this high pull that we can do. We also can scale this rack pull out. The most basic way to do a high pull is like this. That's how you'll see most people do a high pull. We can modify this depending on what we're trying to work on. If we're trying to emphasize explosion itself or the back. All athletes use this movement. Track athletes, football athletes, basketball athletes, baseball athletes, hockey athletes. This is a direct correlation to explosiveness. The scale on this, as far as making sure we're adding weight and doing this safely, we can modify it to just the bar. Now, the version I'm gonna show you is where most football players use it, and then I'm gonna show you a version where most track athletes use it. Football players like to place an emphasis on the back, but track athletes, basketball athletes, hockey athletes, soccer athletes, they're going to use it differently. Mainly because football is a position that really involves your body having your body being strong, having your body being tight, being able to absorb a hit. So the football players use it a little bit differently, mainly as well the way the hockey players may use it. Now, the reason I have it set up on the bar right here for football athletes is because I want to mitigate the amount of leg use I'm going to use in this high pull. I want to focus and emphasize my back. So when I do a high pull, normally from a rack position, I don't have the momentum that I normally would have to get this bar up. Let me show you. If I'm doing a normal rack pull, this is how I use momentum. Right? That's a rack pull with momentum. What I just did was a high pull with momentum. This is gonna be a high pull from the rack that's gonna eliminate the momentum and help me focus on more explosion with every single lift. So here, high pull. Here, high pull. Now what you probably saw was me being very aggressive with my legs. My legs are helping me explode up. That's fine. Now, what we're gonna do for football athletes to really help work the back, we're gonna do this high pull, but we're not gonna focus so much on the leg part and getting low. We're gonna focus on having our traps, our lats, our back, pull this barbell up, and we're gonna do a slow eccentric decrease. Let me show you. Now, we're already eliminating some of the legs with the rack position, but then we're gonna do it even more. So we're going here, 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 forcing me to use my back a lot more than I would. Now, what I like to do is combine this slow, explosive workout with some normal rack pulls, not emphasizing the back. So my workout may look like this. High pull slow, high pull slow, high pull fast, high pull fast. This allows me to get one, emphasis on explosiveness with full body functionality, and then at first getting the emphasis on my back, allow my back to do most of the work. If you're going to do high pulls, I suggest you play with these variations, especially if you're a football player or hockey player, focused on getting that bar high and going slow with it. When you think about pad load for football, this is important because it's going to help you, once again, carry the shoulder pads, carry the helmet, and be able to absorb a hit. So whenever you're doing rack pulls or high pulls, get it on the rack, do some of these, eliminate the legs as much as possible, do that high pull, then immediately go back into the rack high pull with legs. So try it out. This is something I've been doing for some time now. It's gonna help develop the back, help develop explosiveness, and you guys try it out.